Hey guys, my name is Greer, and today we are reviewing the brand new and quite acclaimed SH Figure Arts Fighter of Rage Super Saiyan Son Goku. By the way, I'm going to be doing this from now on, the little image that correlates on screen. But anyway, I will actually go over the packaging on this, although it's nothing special. Pretty typical Dragon Ball Figure Arts packaging. Got a shot of the figure, then some black and white shots on the front and back. Typical stuff on the back, and then dynamic movable shoulders. Nice glossy silver to the name and the dynamic movable shoulder thing. Got those seals of thing. But anyway, this isn't a box review. By the way, because it's a premium Bandai exclusive, which is only available in the US and Japan, which is bullshit because collectors live everywhere. Shipper box, you just gotta open it up. It's just extra protection. I was lucky enough to get this on the first round, if you can't tell by when I'm reviewing this. But as of now, it is up for a second run for Premium Bandai's T-Week, which is actually 2 weeks this time. Currently, it's a Saturday, so almost at the second week. If you have the cash to spare, which is about, it's a $60 retail, so it's about 70 or 80 bucks after shipping and tax, although they're doing free shipping if you use something, so use that to your advantage. If you are even a little bit interested in either this, not even just this version of Super Saiyan Goku, but if you just want a good half battle damaged Goku, pick it up, because at least for me, that's something I've really needed for a good time. Because I'll admit, I think this figure right here, which, ignore the pose, I was having Broly knee him in the chest. I like this figure, but I think it's extremely overrated. I just think it's overrated. I mean, it's a great figure. It's not bad at all. But anyway, but I needed something between that and The Games Begin, which I do have over here. Also, I'm going to move this. God, that's annoying. Nail polish remover. But anyway, and did I bend these? No, okay. But immediately I want to talk about aesthetics with this guy, because this guy is sculpted to hell and back. There's little scuff marks everywhere, even on the back, and there's shading on the front and stuff, which is typical for figure art, nothing on the back. The colors are on point. It does match with the aesthetic the Games Begin and Boy from the Future Trunks, I believe, setup, where it's the kind of pale yellow with dark yellow highlights, closer to his gi color. Or closer to ghee color, as in, like, the Ghee, where it's, like, I think it's the clarified butter. But anyway, I only have a couple gripes with this figure. My first one being the wrist cuffs, unlike this guy, which I will show an example. Why the oh, because is that. Unlike this guy, where the wrist cuffs hide a sculpt mark, like that. This guy has fully sculpted arms, and the wrist cuffs can just come off. And honestly, I might do some poses like that. It'd be fun. Like, if you could kit bash these arms onto, well, it'd be too muscular, but, and the skin tones aren't quite matching. But if you could do that, that would make a good, that's what we need. We need a good 4.0 shirtless Goku that isn't super buffed up like this one. I would like that. Bandai, get on that. Like, that would be fun. Like a Raditz fight Goku where he takes off his weighted clothes. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. That is my first gripe with the figure. They fall off very easily. My second gripe is with the waist. It can pop off a little easily. Third gripe is there's possible fragility in the bottom neck area, like right here. So I would be warned about that. I've just seen it break on like 1 or 2 people, but still, it's always a good thing to recognize when there's possible breakage with a premium figure like this. But the articulation is pretty typical for 4.0. You do get single jointed knees, but look at that. That's double jointed range. Also, there's this kind of, I don't know the actual term for it, like almost auto transformation gimmick with the knee, where it kind of bends with it. But accessories, you get this head right here, that neutral face, and of course 2 fists. You get two, left and right, of the martial arts hands, which I always find handy. What the fuck? You get two of these Vegeta-style hands, which are kind of like in between the martial arts hand and an open hand, that kind of like that, where the two index and middle are prominent, but it's still open like this. Those have been a 3.0, 4.0 staple since this guy, because, or no, actually, since the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's when they've been around since. You do get what I believe, I could be wrong, newly sculpted clenching hands, because these look a little tighter than something like this guy, or Super Saiyan 4, or even the Games Begin. It's not the typical one where it's kind of like this, it's more like this, which I really like. And then you get my favorite hands. Instead of the typical splayed out hands like this, that again originated from Super Saiyan 4, you get something more like this. You get two of these, which I really like to use because it's fun. You get a... And again, I am in the era of the figure where I still keep its clamshell because organization. You get a nice smirking face. You get a yelling face, which, since I already have it on the figure, I will do a comparison between Legendary Super Saiyan, which I will bring that up in a minute. You get a looking down, shocked / pissed off face for when I've had enough of you, Frieza. Like that kind of stuff. And then you get a looking to the side, gritted teeth face, which looks like this. Pretty nice. And then the final accessory is a windswept hairpiece. Also, I freaked out the first time I saw this. These are the bangs, which is very small, and it freaked me the fuck out when I first took them off. I thought I'd broken the figure. But anyway, here's a faceplate comparison between, so, this side is new, this side is old. I've personally, again, I just think this figure is severely overrated. By no means is it bad, but it has some flaws. But this figure is like a game console. It has backwards compatibility. So the legendary Super Saiyan faces, yes, fit on this new body, but this new body's faces don't fit on this. I believe it is if we take a comparison here, let me see. Yep. It is the top pegs, but on the new face has pegs on the ears. That's why it doesn't fit. So, let's see how this looks. So first, I will use the old faceplate. So again, we can get a comparison. This looks quite nice, if you ask me. I love the faceplates on this, because I love that between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z aesthetic. What I mean is, like, honestly, I think the Frieza Saga is my favorite art style-wise. Because Saiyan Saga has an amazing Toriyama charm to it, and Cell Saga is, at least in the anime version, kind of feels very generic in a way. Like, generic for Dragon Ball, not generic in an anime way. I have no idea if that makes sense. But now let's try the legendary Super Saiyan face. And first off, let me check the skin tones. The skin tones do match very well, but there's a very noticeable difference in quality. And by that, I just mean, like scuff marks and stuff. Here is how that looks. It's fine. Again, I've never been the biggest fan of that figure or its faceplates. But yeah, I believe that is it for this video. Thanks for watching this far. Do the YouTube stuff. Subscribe if you're new here and want to see more and you like my style. Like if you liked it. And comment if you have any constructive criticism or if you have anything to add to the conversation. Goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this video.